Okay, welcome to what I did this week, where I'm going to show you what I've been doing this past week. This week I'm going to show you a project I'm calling Doors to Other Worlds. First, I want to give a shout out to Nam. Nam is from the Netherlands. He created a VR experience called A Piece of the Universe, which has been in my mind when I create something in VR. So what is Doors to Other Worlds? It's a project with various intentions. The first one is to learn more about VR in Unity, and the second is to create a portfolio that might help me to get a better job. And the project itself is a VR experience that will show various scenes, and the way to enter these scenes is via a main scene, which is the one you are looking at right now and was created in Oculus Quill. But in this case I'm using Quill as a scaffold tool, just to visualize size and location of objects. The idea is to create a whole environment in Blender, which I have already started. The thing is that this environment turned out to be quite big, so I decided to focus on the inner scenes, which I call doors. This is because I need a feeling of achievement, and being this isn't too big, it's something I'm not gonna get right away. So what I'm going to talk about right now is the current doors I've created so far this past couple of weeks. As a note, all demos have SteamVR controls. They have hands and teleportation, and you can switch from scene to scene pressing the Y button in the Oculus Touch controllers. The first one is called Skylight, originally created as a demo render in Blender to test this type of light. The angel was created in Oculus Medium, and the rest of the scene in Blender. The Skylight has a glass effect, but I've not been able to replicate this in Unity yet. The second one is called Arches, originally created as a VR environment, but I created renders for it. It has volumetrics with the Aura package in the asset store. It also has a hole in the ceiling that lets the light enter the room. The arches were created in Blender, and the textures were also created in Blender. The next one is called City. All the buildings were created in Gravitas Cache. Texts were created in Blender. Basic textures created in Blender. The scene has also Aura volumetrics. It is originally for an animation inspired in the Blade Runner 2049 movie, to which I also created the music for this animation. You can find the original animation in the description. The next one is called Niche, which was originally created as a Blender render. It has two sculpts, one which is the monk created in Oculus Medium, and the second one, the niche itself, also created in Medium. The original grass textures are from Grasswald, which are not yet present in the VR environment. I also added cricket sounds for an stereo effect. And as a comment, the light has been quite difficult to replicate since this is real time compared to the great light in the Blender render. The next one is called Wallace, which is originally a series of renders I created in Blender, but it's also an A-frame VR scene in which you can visit here. I tried to replicate the Neander Wallace office from Blade Runner 2049. I'm also having problems with the water in VR. The basic water from Unity does not work as expected. This is because each eye has, it seems, the same camera for reflections and creates a disparity between eyes. Not noticeable in the video, you have to use the HMD, but trust me, the errors are there. This environment has also the Aura volumetrics. The original textures were created in Substance Painter, but for the textures in Unity I had to bake them in Blender since Unity baking was not doing it for me at the time. There are a few missing things here and there, like the reflections from the wall. And I know it can be done because I've seen another beautifully crafted demo of the Neander Wallace office in Unity. And the final demo is called Beach, which is an original idea for a VR environment as a commission for a friend called Brian Mora. It was sculpted in Oculus Medium. It was textured in Substance Painter, but I'm conscious that I can do a better job with these textures. The palm was textured in Blender with a simple gradient. It also has Aura volumetrics to create a thin fog and to add the perception of distance. It has an HDR background image from a beach, and it also has basic water from Unity, but it does not have VR problems because I removed the reflections. And that's all for this week. Thanks so much guys for watching. If you guys are interested in acquiring one of my prints, please follow one of the links in the description below.